the confirmation chaos comes to Boston.
When I say Kavanaugh, you say no. Kavanaugh.
Senator Jeff Flake in town, protesters urging him to vote no on Brett Kavanaugh. His response:
the takedown at a skate park. What led up to a trooper slamming this man to the ground?
Showers out there tonight, tracking some downpours tomorrow. We'll take a look at the totals and when we start to see another warm-up.
UMass Amherst football coach suspended. Why and what he's saying about it.
Plus, she won her primary by 145 votes in her bid for Congress. Lori Trahan joins us in studio right now at 8.
Live from the Channel 4 studios in Boston, this is WBZ News at 8.
Protesters bring their message to New England today, calling for Senator Jeff Flake to vote no on Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. This as CBS News has learned that the FBI has begun interviewing Mark Judge. That's the other man that Dr. Christine Blasey Ford says was in the room during her alleged assault. Good evening, everybody. I'm Lee Martin.
And I'm Paula Eben. Flake spoke in Boston today for an event at Forbes 30 Under 30 conference, and tonight he's in New Hampshire. That's where we find our Mike LaCrosse live now with more. Mike?
Paula, good evening. Senator Flake spoke here at the New Hampshire Institute for Politics at St. Anselm College today. This is his second time here this year, and his remarks were scheduled well before his call for an FBI probe. While his speech did not focus on the nomination process, he did touch upon it.
If the past week has taught me anything, it is that this country is hungry for us to work together again.
Arizona Senator Jeff Flake speaking at St. Anselm tonight. The Republicans prepared remarks focusing on the need for bipartisanship.
The compromise that Chris and I struck on Friday is one that I take seriously.
The senator's stop in New Hampshire comes amid his call for an FBI investigation into Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh and the allegations of sexual assault against him. On Friday, Flake took a stance before voting to move the nominee from the Judiciary Committee to the full Senate floor.
We contacted the FBI or the Department of Justice. They felt that they could do it in a week and then limited in scope. We didn't want to encourage baseless allegations.
Tonight's speech was Flake's second event of the day. He was met by more than 1,000 protesters at the Forbes 30 Under 30 event in Boston. About 24 protesters also showed up outside St. Anselm to try and sway his vote.
Obviously, if you look around, there's a lot of us that have pretty much the same message, which is we don't believe Brett Kavanaugh belongs on the Supreme Court.
I think it's important that we make our voices heard and that Kavanaugh and the rest of the country knows that we're paying attention and we're not stopping.
The senator says if the FBI investigation shows that Kavanaugh lied during his testimony, he will vote against his nomination. We're live from St. Anselm College tonight. I'm Mike LaCrosse, WBZ News.
Mike, thank you. President